The Fed said that Sean told them that Alicia was the one kept telling Julio Foolio to keep drinking. Go ahead and drink. Julio Foolio kept saying he don't even drink, but he trusted this girl. It's over with now. The Feds, they got him. It's over with for ATK and 1200. The girl, she texted 1200 and said that Foolio, he was the main one who was not driving. So don't aim for the driver's seat. You gonna miss the shot while the police was already evacuating everybody outside of the Airbnb. This is a sad situation. We need to really pay close attention to the people we keep in our circle. It could be your own homie who do this to you. Everybody know that Julio Foolio, he made a lot of disses. He said what he said, and regardless of how they feel about it, they should have never got down on him like this. R.I.P. Julio Foolio. Throw them R.I.P. Julio Foolios down in the comment section, because regardless of how they thought it was going to end, it ended in a way that they never even thought. Everybody thought they got away with this. Julio Foolio family said this is why ATK and 1200 instantly used more than 3 people to even complete the hit. Regardless of how they look at it, people do this every day in the hood, and everybody know for a fact that you can put yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. RIP Julio Foolio, drop them Julio Foolios down in the comment section, because the Fed said that this ain't the last people that they picking up. Julio Foolio knew that he didn't care. He just wanted himself to have a good birthday. This was this man's birthday. Everybody knew for a fact of him getting drunk was going to lead to him having his awareness down.
Following the shooting death of Florida rapper Julio Foolio last month, authorities announced 3 arrests in the case on Monday, warrants for 2 others. The 26-year-old performer, whose real name was Charles Andrew Jones, was ambushed and celebrating his birthday at Tampa Holiday Inn on June 23rd. Foolio had advertised the party on Instagram. His attorney, Louis Fusco, previously said too many people showed up at the Airbnb where it was being hosted, so it moved to the Holiday Inn across from the University of South Florida, where Foolio was shot at 4:40 a.m.
You should have gave him more money than that. You should have gave him the full payment for the ambush. Julio Foolio and them, they was right there by the door of the home. Instead of them doing a U-turn and going back the other way where they can be able to exit easily, the driver, he instantly rolled right up to the shooters. We saw how he instantly took right off. You can see the barrage of bullets hitting the wall of the home. Next thing you know, the driver, he went right towards the shooters as if he was trying to clip them off or something. But at the end of the day, it's a dead end over there. You still got to turn back the whole other opposite way to even get out of that parking lot. Yungeen Ace Green, he sent ATK on the move because he didn't even want to pay 1200 all the money. Everybody knew for a fact that the little 10K that he put out there, they had to split that 5 ways. And regardless of how he look at it, they still gonna come back on you. You ain't gotta wish death on nobody. You know what you did. You sent the hit. Regardless of who you sent the hit to, you sent it. And whatever you put out there always comes back on you. We know that 1200 had issues with Julio Foolio too. But regardless of how they look at it, y'all got a female involved. Anytime you got a female involved, not any female, the female that set niggas up. If you got a female right here showing all the location of everywhere they going, oh, girl could turn on them. At the end of the day, this is her boyfriend who's right here with the hit. Everybody saw how the 2 dudes ran up on the side. They had footage from the Teslas. If y'all don't know, the Feds can pull any type of footage, and they pull footage from off of the Teslas. Everybody sat there and saw. They did it the dumb way. They got all the information that they needed. Drop them RIP Julio Foolios down in the comment section. Hit the like button if you rockin' with Julio Foolio. Mizzleee, he was the main one who tried to keep his mouth closed for the longest, but you got to understand, a lot of people who you think your friend, they not your friend, because they always playing both sides. Everybody sat there and thought that this was going to be something that just passed over. The Feds ain't playing no games, because as soon as they locked Sean up, they came for the rest of them. They pulled Sean over as soon as they saw him speeding. They been looking for Sean for the body. People always gonna make you look the other hand and feel that they did something to you. Julio Foolio know they was trying to set him up.
Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, and Sean Gathright were arrested in the connection with various criminal activities that tie back to gang-related violence and organized crime, particularly within the context of the feud between rival gangs in Jacksonville, Florida. Isaiah Chance was arrested on charges of conspiracy to commit murder, possession of firearms by a convicted felon, and drug trafficking. Chance is believed to be deeply involved in orchestrating and carrying out violent acts, including shooting and murders, as a part of gang retaliation efforts. His activities were under surveillance for months, leading to his eventual arrest. Alicia Andrews was arrested for her role in aiding and abetting criminal activity, including providing safe houses for gang members.
She was the one that dropped the location, and a lot of people thought that the feds weren't going to kick in. It took the feds and the ATF to basically bring down these suspects, and they thought they got away with it. Regardless of how they look at it, Yungeen Green, he was the main one who got the call and was able to push the button and initiate everything that went down. That's why they parked across the street from the Holiday Inn and creeped through the side. They caught Julio Foolio at his vulnerable state. They knew he was drunk. Alicia kept texting them, telling them Julio Foolio right here in the front seat. He passed out in the front seat. Julio Foolio was dozing off before this even happened. Everybody in that car was under the influence, and regardless of how much you've been drinking or smoking, you still supposed to be on point. You know that y'all protecting Julio Foolio, and he's a main well-known figure that don't need to be put in these situations, knowing that all the ties that he got with all these people that's been sent up.
Alicia was assisting in the transportation of illegal firearms and money laundering. Andrews played a crucial role in the logistics supporting of the gang operations. Her actions helped facilitate several violent incidents and ensure the smooth operation of the gang's criminal enterprise. Sean Gathright was charged with conspiracy to commit murder, participate in a criminal gang, and illegal possession of firearms. Gathright was actively involved in planning and executing gang-related hits. His involvement in several high-profile shootings has made him a significant target for law enforcement. The three individuals have strong connections to the ATK, Ace Top Killers gang, which is led by Yungeen Ace. The ATK is known for its violent rivalry with the KTA, the Mall gang, associated with Julio Foolio. This rivalry has resulted in numerous shootings and murders in Jacksonville, escalating the war in the area.
A lot of people thought that the way that they did it, that they were smart. No, they took the likeness of a video game and brought it to real life. And at the end of the day, we know for a fact that this is a revolving door and this is senseless violence. They thought they weren't going to get caught. Yungeen Green lawyer said that they had sworn written affidavits stating that, oh girl, she didn't have nothing to do with it. All she did was basically lure them to Julio Foolio. And she feels that she doesn't need to be prosecuted for interacting and commencing in the crime that she did not pull the trigger for. Regardless of how she feels she finna get away with it, regardless of how much time she trying to get reduced, she still played a major part in this because they follow him every single way, even at the red light. The camera footage shows that old girl was right there. She knew exactly every pinpoint that they were going to before they reached this destination of the Holiday Inn to the back of their home in that parking lot. They pulled right off. Old girl, she instantly told them they're going to be waiting in the back right there by the door. Next thing you know, this is where Yungeen Green, he got the call and told them like, man, we finna hop out the car and run across the street. They ran across the street and instantly got down on Julio Foolio, and now they're being apprehended by the feds and the ATF. It's a game that they playing that they don't even know how to get up out of. At the end of the day, they should have never put themselves in this situation because it all resulted in all these young people going down for something that they actually did. You cannot try to get yourself up out of this. At the end of the day, you should have fell back from 1200. You should have fell back from ATK because now it's a RICO pending right now. And I want everybody to know the investigation was underway immediately as soon as Julio Foolio got sent up. RP Julio Foolio. Drop them Julio Foolios down in the comment section for updates.